One negligent act has the potential to cause grave harms years later, or none at all. As we'll see in Petriello v. Kalman, plaintiffs can be compensated for the risk that they'll develop future injuries following a defendant's negligence. While pregnant, Anne Petriello went to see her obstetrician, Dr. Roy Kalman. Kalman conducted testing that indicated Petriello's fetus had died. Kalman scheduled Petriello for surgery to remove the fetus at Griffin Hospital that afternoon. Prior to the surgery, a nurse knowingly went against hospital policy and gave Petriello preoperative medications without first having Petriello sign the informed consent form. Kalman was told about the issue and had Petriello sign while she was medicated before beginning the procedure. While performing the procedure, Kalman accidentally perforated Petriello's uterus with a suction device, which pulled pieces of her small intestine through her uterus into her vagina. A general surgeon, Dr. Jose Flores, consequently had to remove a portion of Petriello's bowel. After the surgery, Flores advised Petriello the bowel procedure likely caused scar tissue, and, as a result, Petriello was at an increased but remote risk of developing bowel obstructions in the future. Petriello sued Kalman and the hospital for medical malpractice in a Connecticut state trial court. Because the hospital didn't have a legal duty to obtain informed consent to surgical procedures prior to giving preoperative medications, the judge granted the hospital's motion for a directed verdict. At trial, Flores testified Petriello had an 8 to 16% chance of developing a future bowel obstruction. The judge instructed the jury that Petriello could be compensated for this increased risk. The jury found for Petriello and awarded compensation for her current injury as well as for the risk of developing a future one. Kalman appealed to the Connecticut Supreme Court, arguing damages for an increased risk of developing a future injury can't be recovered.